All right, ladies and gentlemen, we are back. This is the last game of the night, the last game of the American group stages here for, of course, AtoD number 3. We got what would Eosin do versus Fnatic North America. What would Eosin do? Of course, it is the Eosin team without Eosin. Thanks for joining us, everybody. My name is Maut here on Neo Dota, as well as in-game, you client users. I hope you're having a good time. Type in chat if you are, in client chat. I won't be able to see it, but that doesn't matter. Seeing some bans real quick, Spectre and Meepo. Those are the first two bans we saw from the previous game. But right now, Fnatic North America is still with first pick, and they need to win this game. They need to win this game to have a shot at the playoffs right now. And of course, the tiebreaker will be up against Infinity. If Eosin, what would Eosin do, I should say, wins this game, then they will be available for that tiebreaker. But Fnatic North America with a record of 1-1, both with a record of 1-1 actually right now. So something to keep in mind. And you know, we talked about it previously, and this is really where the game is won and lost. You wonder why Fnatic had such a tough time in that previous game. Well, let's give away 3 supports in comparison to the all-carry team that we're using right now. And nothing against FnaticNA, but their drafting strategy just wasn't there, I think. And I think a lot of that was just because I think they wanted to see what they could really accomplish against a team like that. But Jube is the picker right now. They've got to come up with a little bit of a better plan, I think. And they will. I've got a feeling this game will be a little bit more competitive than the previous one. Artyk getting their first and only win in the game of the group stages there with that game. So we will see how this does pan out as we're waiting on the first pick coming out from the side of Fnatic North America. Meepo as well as Skeleton King are their bans. Spectre and Medusa on the other side. Not a big shock there. Huskar's available, OD's available, Necrolite is available. Heroes that are really annoying to play with in conjunction with some other heroes. Like if you go OD and you give the team 4 more, you know, mid heroes or solo heroes after that, it's kind of tough. And Fnatic realizes this, gives them OD. That's their intelligence hero on the side of what would Eosin do. But they can send somebody like Necrolite right back to Fnatic North America, or even somebody like Bloodseeker, which we saw last Tuesday or 2 days ago, excuse me. What would Eosin do? Gave Bloodseeker to the side of Infinity. KZZ played it as well as he could. Unfortunately, it wasn't well enough. And Sniper's going to get picked up here as well as the Necrolite. So I like the Sniper. I actually like both of these pickups here for the side of what would Eosin do to give that to Fnatic. But I think Sniper can be pretty effective. I think Shrapnel, on top of the fact that your nuke is really great, Assassinate is excellent. I think you can essentially Reaper Scythe somebody pretty low and then have Sniper clean up the kill with an Assassinate. I think people sort of underestimate Sniper's utility, especially because, of course, Shrapnel's nice as well for just damage and movement speed reduction as well. So it's nice to have. And Headshot is really, really great, sort of disable. It's RNG based, which is something that you have to keep your eye on, but it's better than expected. And of course, the range from take aim is nice to have as well. Just get way far back and say, okay, I'm just going to kill everybody while you focus, you know, heroes like Necrolite. But with that said, those are 2 heroes that do require some sort of farm. We saw it in the last game. I mean, Merz Glacius tried to play that Necrolite. It didn't work out for him. They had him in a dual lane with Riki early on, and everybody sort of just started roaming throughout the game at about like 5 minutes, maybe even earlier. So it was essentially a roam fest. It was interesting. I mean, it was interesting to see what happened. I do this every game, but let me do it again. AtoD 3, there are some sort of rules that need to be followed in terms of drafting. You have to draft the opposing team 1 intelligence, 1 agility, and 1 strength hero, as well as 2 ranged heroes. And those can be in conjunction with, of course, you know, the strength or the agility hero. So that's something to keep in mind. Speaking of in strength and agility, those are done for what would Eosin do. They're going to give him Spirit Breaker as well as Phantom Assassin. Now, Spirit Breaker, I think, is a hero that works okay, given the right circumstances. The problem right now is there are a couple of disables on what would Eosin do's team, and Fnatic North America has none. But they will get Kunkka, which is very interesting. I am very surprised that they give Kunkka up to Fnatic North America, just because you can play him as a support. We've seen that before. The X marks with the Torrent, excellent usage of stuns. The disables are there, so that's something to keep in mind. Of course, the Ghost Ship as well is really nice for some damage in the earlier stages of the game. And if he decides to go for a carry roll, Tidebringer, as well as whatever item he may get, can be pretty devastating. Keeping that in mind, I mean, still, there's plenty of disables here from the side of what would Eosin do. You've got the OD's Astral Imprisonment, you've got the Charge of Darkness, as well as Nether Strike on top of the Greater Bash. I mean, Spirit Breaker is all about lockdown, essentially, some of it being RNG, but he is very useful with that charge early on because you don't see that charge anymore. And so that charge means more ganks around the map, essentially, which we see often. And I've pretty much any game I've seen Spirit Breaker in, he's ganking, at 3-4 minutes, maybe even earlier than that with that charge. Try to get kills, try to get first blood, essentially. Stifling Dagger, very good at that slow. Of course, not, the best slow in the world, but still, it provides also a nice little bit of nuke damage at its max level. That being said, we're going to get into the second ban phase real quick. It's looking, both teams are looking okay. Neither team is in the position that FnaticNA was at the end of the draft, so in the previous game. If I had to give an edge right now, I think I'd probably give it barely to Fnatic North America just because I think Kunkka's a better hero than Spirit Breaker. But Spirit Breaker can, be surprising. He can be really effective in ganks. He might be part of a tri-lane with OD. We've seen that before, but the problem with that is OD is an awful support.
Remaining.
I think OD will probably have to go mid in this scenario unless Fnatic North America gives them something that you almost have to go mid over OD with, but I don't know. It's very, very difficult.
Radiant.
So, Death Prophet right now for what would Eosin do? Clinks for Fnatic North America. And 2 more bans to go as well. You have to keep in mind, too, that this is not Fnatic's full team. Smurf and F4L are not here. You've got Universe from Dignitas, which is a very good stand-in. We saw that in the previous game. Ember's Glacius, who is also very, very good. And actually has stood in for Team Liquid before, I believe. So it's not like, these are bad players. Just you get thrown off your game sometimes not playing with the same 5-stack that you usually play with. So,
Reserve time.
35 seconds left for Fnatic North America. They're taking a little bit of time. However, they're not at 0-0 seconds like we saw in the previous game, so they're doing a little bit better in terms of drafting, obviously. So they have 2 more bans. They're probably just going to keep banning out carries at this point. Something like an Anti-Mage, something like a Bloodseeker, I think would be an excellent ban for them.
10 seconds.
Even though they do have first pick and you can send that Bloodseeker over to the side of what would Eosin do. But it's not like Bloodseeker is like an instant gib for your team. It is very difficult, but you can lane him and make him work. Two more bans for what would Eosin do. Broodmother ban from the side of Fnatic North America. That's interesting. And I think Brood is not the best hero, even in competitive matches, so it's not a surprise that it's banned right now. But we haven't actually seen it picked yet, I don't think, in this tournament.
Ten seconds remaining.
I'd like to thank everybody for joining me here today.
5.
And I make the point of saying that you really don't know how other teams are going to draft in reverse captain's mode. It's very difficult to, kind of see what heroes are coming. Especially when you see a Kunkka on Fnatic North America. Generally, you try and think of, well, what has the least right-click damage, the least amount of nuke damage, and the least amount of disables in the game, and that's generally what you try to send over to the opposing team. But, teams draft differently, even for competitive matches, for regular captain's mode, so it's like, what good is theory crafting when they're just going to throw a pick out of left field? And we've seen a lot of Razor, but that hero is actually pretty good, so I don't think we'll see that again. Ursa is going to be banned from Fnatic North America. Bloodseeker banned from what would Eosin do, and they have 1 more ban to go as well. So, 8 seconds left to reserve time for Fnatic North America, and Jube's picking for them. So, meanwhile, Broccoli is going to be picking for the side of what would Eosin do. A lot of these players I've casted before many times in many different places. And Rorgak being part of the previous Eosin +4, which has apparently exploded. Fun I've casted with. Very, very good player. He actually played the Spirit Breaker previously 2 days ago and absolutely just dominated. Played extraordinarily well.
5 seconds remaining.
So, do I really know? I do. I do really know. Reserve time being used. 55 seconds left here, as we wait on the last ban and the last 2 picks for each team to go. And, this is a big game. These teams, they got to be at least thinking, big in terms of the next few picks. Whoever wins this still has a chance at the playoffs. The loser is out. I mean, the loser is going to be going home and done. So that's something that they've got to be thinking in the back of their minds right now. At least a little bit, Some of these guys may be doing it for fun, just sort of whatever, it's a joke. But there is some prize money on the line as well. That it's a decent amount of money. $1,500 is nothing to scoff at. 20 seconds left here. Now, keep in mind, everything is a best of one, including the playoffs, except for the grand finals, which is a best of 3.
10 seconds
This is the
remaining.
first American team, the first place American team versus the second place European team.
5
The first place
seconds
European team versus the second place North American team.
Radiant team pick.
So, yeah. Also, what I forgot to mention is that we're using the latest mode, so you're available to ban and pick pretty much whoever you want. Morphling going to be sent over what would Eosin do, and Sleazel actually played this when he was playing with the Eosin stack in their first game, and it almost worked. Unfortunately, they did not come out on top in that one. However, Morphling still, that's a tough hero to play right now ever since he got that nerf. Waveform is nice for escape mechanisms as well as doing a decent amount of damage early on, and then of course you can also morph strength, which
10
is really,
seconds
really good for
remaining.
survivability, but you also need quite a bit of farm, I think, to be
5
effective.
seconds
But
remaining.
that could be said about almost all of these heroes. Give or take a Kunkka or a Spirit Breaker. Ancient Apparition going to be given over to Fnatic North America, and that's not a surprise pickup. We've seen Ancient Apparition in this tournament before. Just give them essentially, a hero that requires a stun to be effective to use Cold Feet. Now the problem is there is a stun. You have the Torrent, you have the X marks the spot as well. So I mean, you can Cold Feet when the X goes and the Torrent goes, and that could latch that Cold Feet up and get that stun duration up. On top of that, Ice Vortex is, the Chilling Touch is really nice. Give you some extra damage early on. Faceless Void for what would Eosin do right now, so that's what FnaticNA picks. And that's going to be a lot of carries, a lot of agility carries here. You see 3 big agility carries that require a ton of farm to really be effective. You have a Spirit Breaker who, a little less farm and, can dish out a little bit more damage earlier on. OD as well if he's given a solo lane, which he probably will be. I think they're going to send OD probably mid here and do Spirit Breaker support
10
with
seconds
another
remaining.
any one of these 3 heroes as another support.
5
Or it could be
seconds
wrong.
remaining.
I'm not sure. Like I said, it's very difficult to theory craft here. Anti-Mage is the last pickup given to Fnatic North America.
Pick.
And the good thing about Anti-Mage is that he doesn't, he can blink. And there's not a whole lot of disables here. The problem being, Faceless Void is going to chrono him in any event that Anti-Mage is in a fight. So that's something that you have to watch out for. There are a few disables that could potentially take Anti-Mage out of a fight. Universe is going to play him. Universe, of course, played mid in the last game. He's played mid, I think, at every game that he's been in AtoD for, so I'm not really sure what they're going to do. Mojo Storm Stout going on the Sniper. He's played that hero before, and he actually went mid and had a very good time with that as well. Necrolite looks like might be played by Merz Glacius again, or the AA, as Jubei and Merz Glacius are both waiting to pick up their heroes. Meanwhile, what would Eosin do? I'm just waiting on their last player to pick up the Faceless Void, which is going to be in a
10
Hydra.
seconds remaining.
All right, here we go. This is the last game of the group stage for AtoD 3, the American group stages.
Prepare
On the
for
side of
battle.
what would Eosin do? We have Nihydra on the Faceless Void, Fun on the Spirit Breaker, Rorgak will be on the Phantom Assassin, Broccoli will be on the OD, and Felony will be on the Morphling. We're going to see on the side of Fnatic, Hannah Montana will be on the Kunkka, Mojo Stormset will be on the Sniper, Merz Glacius will be on the Necrolite, Universe will be on the Anti-Mage, and Jubei will be on the Ancient Apparition. So, not a big surprise there. Universe is going to be going bottom right now. Looks like he'll be with nobody. It's going to be a solo safe lane. Aggressive tri lane going to be coming out from the side of what would Eosin do, including it looks like Broccoli on the OD as well as Fun on the Spirit Breaker. So, yeah, every time I've seen these 2 heroes together, the Spirit Breaker and the OD, they've been in a
30
support
seconds
capacity
to
with one another. The problem being, like I said, I mean, OD as a support hero, not the best, needs kind of some solo experience. He also needs to be able to provide damage, which he's not going to be getting a whole lot of. Looks like Rorgak is going to be getting the farm here. He's got Stifling Dagger as well. No, he's got actually Observer Ward, so maybe it's going to be the Spirit Breaker that's going to be getting farm. Fun did play very, very well on that hero previously, so I think that's what they're thinking. So it's going to be aggressive tri lane for both teams, and they might rotate through, realizing
The
that
battle begins.
maybe they want to go tri-lane versus tri-lane. Universe going to try to pick up the Illusion. Actually does do so, and Broccoli's going to take some harassment damage. Stifling Dagger is going to fly as well. So remember, this is going to be the last game, and whoever wins this one moves on to the tiebreaker between Infinity +4 and whoever wins. So, and Hannah. Looks like he might be the one receiving the farm here. He has 2 sets of tangos. He's got a clarity as well as a salve and a stout shield. Remember, Glacier is going to be warding up as well as the A. So this is there's some decent amount of damage here. And Hydra has to be very careful. He does have time walk at level 1, realizing this is where the tri-lane is going to be. Of course, that Tidebringer is going to be very annoying to deal with. This tower is going to be pretty much pushed at all points. I mean, that creep wave is going to go down very quickly because of that Tidebringer. Universe not going to be able to get closer against this tri-lane, lest you die, essentially. And Fun is going to just try to get some CS right now. Meanwhile, Morphling gets the sniper mid, and Morphling's doing pretty well for himself. So Felony already at 3 last hits, 4-4 of course, Hannah up in the top lane, but Mojo should be able to do some decent damage with that headshot when it's leveled up. And now rotating through, Rogak was thinking about perhaps going mid, but now he's just going to go around the long way. And he does have that Stifling Dagger. He's actually going to ward up real quick and maybe potentially go on Mojo Storm Stout. Thinking about backing up. There's the Stifling Dagger coming from the side, but now Rorgak's taking a lot of damage from, of course, these creeps. Headshot, nice job from Mojo, so Rorgak actually needs to get back. Taking a lot of damage. Him and Felony are both very low. If only Mojo had the Assassinate right now, but he's only level 2, so... And this does give some room for Universe. As the tower... He's kind of in tower range. He has Blink available. He's got his Poor Man's Shield. And he's getting a few last hits, more than he probably should here in this lane against Fun. Fun has 6, however. Meanwhile, top lane, 7, of course, going for Fnatic's Hannah Montana. Pulling is happening right now for Hydra, which will allow him to get some last hits, potentially on either the Mud Golems or, of course, the Alpha Wolves or things like that. But Jubei is here. There is a Sentry Ward available. He's going to skill Chilling Touch. Might use that to just try to get some damage going onto Nahydra. Nahydra's going to come right in, and Mirz Glacius is going to help Jubei with some backup right now. That's some damage going on to Hydra. He does have some regen, but he needs to be careful. He's only sitting, actually, he has no CS right now on that Faceless Void, so they're doing a very good job of denying him farm up in the top lane, which is not happening for Universe right now down in the bottom lane. Universe actually has 5 CS, so he's doing okay. Rorgak's roaming back through. Double damage on the Phantom Assassin. They're going to use the Astral Imprisonment. Universe still, of course, has that Blink available, and Jubei will disconnect, and so disconnects all over the place, which allows me to... Okay, everything's still set up, I think. Alright, yeah, it is. And Jubei's disconnected a few times. So, slamming in anti-mage support. Things I'd be down to see. Anti-mage losing a little bit of intelligence right now. He can blink. And he's got to be careful. Rorgak's coming right up the river. He doesn't have Phantom Strike, so he should be fine. There will be a Stifling Dagger if necessary from Rorgak if they really want to chase after that. And it'll be like about 100 damage per attack there. Anti-mage with 66 damage right now, so he's doing okay. He's got his Poor Man's Shield. He's got a lot of regen. And Hydra finally getting his first bit of CS there. Spirit Breaker at 11 CS. He's leading the way, only by 1. So 2:30 in the game, still rather early on. I mean, there's not a whole lot going. Oh, but Mojo Storm Stout going for a kill in the mid lane. Headshot, not going to be enough, and he will get first blood, but he will go down in return. So first blood, nice trade for Felony. He'll get the kill, but he does go down, so Mojo Storm Stout doesn't lose a whole lot. But the first blood gold is very nice to have for Felony. Unfortunately, the tower was there, the creeps as well. Universe looks like he's going to actually try to pull down here in the bottom lane as well. Get some last hits. He's got a Coin Blade, he could potentially eat the tree. Top lane, dive going on to Hydra right now. Jubei is very much alone right now. Chilling Touch not used yet. Hannah maybe looking for... Oh, the Torrent just barely misses on the Faceless Void. He'll back off, but he's going to salve up actually too. And they're going to dive this. They're thinking about dive this. They will decide against it as he's in the trees. They cannot reach him. He'll LOL. Mirz Glacius backing off as well. Now they're just going to cut the creep wave down. Hannah's going to hit it once and then maybe pull it back. Tower taking a little bit of damage, not a whole lot. Mid lane. Headshot damage going on to Felony right now. He does have his bottle completed. Charge going on to Mojo from, of course, the bottom lane right now. So Fun's looking for this kill, and he did this early and often in the previous game against Infinity. Mojo in some trouble right now. Waveform's going to go as well. Mojo has no way of really getting out of this. They can just potentially dive him. Tower going to do some damage there. Headshot's going to fly. Mojo looking for that kill on Felony. Not going to grab it, but the tower doing a lot of damage to Fun in the backside. Fun is going to back off, and he'll live along with Felony. So nice ganking there on Mojo mid. And that'll provide some extra kills, some extra gold and experience, of course, for Fun is nice to have. Gonna get that earned very quickly. Top lane, Hannah's here with, of course, Jubei. Glacius rotating mid now, looking for some experience. Mojo gonna rotate back in with another TP scroll bottom lane. See the anti-mage now getting a little bit more room to farm, so he's sitting at 13 CS right now, which is something that an off-lane, well, solo, safe lane anti-mage should probably not be getting, but Sniper picking up his boots right now, gonna get some more movement speed. And Fun will head back to the bottom lane, it looks like. 4-minute rune was already picked up, I believe. And it was a regen. Rorgak spamming that Stifling Dagger now. He's going to get some time to CS here, as of course Fun was out of lane for a few moments. OD not going to be really getting anything. He's got 3 CS right now. Universe getting Stifling Dagger. They want an Astral Imprisonment. They will get it, but Felony's still taking more damage there. So, I mean, Mojo is able to dish out the damage right now, but he's got no help. Of course, the charge from Fun really helped Felony out in the previous gank attempt. They see Glacius roaming through with this Dire Ward, so Felony's not really going to back off or anything like that. He could potentially bait this out. He's going to maybe strength more. He's also got the regen rune in that bottle, so Felony does need to be careful. He's got that headshot going. Strength gain still going. A lot of damage he's taking, but now he's actually at very little agility. Actually, no, he's okay. He's sitting at 34. Top lane right now. Rotation coming through. Charge onto Jubei right now. Torrent gonna fly. It's gonna miss. Fun charging right through. Is gonna hit Jubei. This should be the kill right now with Nahydra or Fun getting it. They're not gonna turn around on him just yet. There they go. Nahydra does pick up the kill. Hannah in some trouble. He does have Tiebreaker. No mana for the Torrent. He's gonna try to phase through. This should be a kill. No chrono or anything like that. Fun doesn't have his charge. They're gonna use the urn on him, and I don't think Hannah can live through this urn. He can eat a tree potentially. The Tango's still going. He might survive this. A very long dive coming in. Wants to eat that tree. No Torrent. Oh, Hannah. The Tidebringer? No, he's able to get out, but he will go down. Fun now blocked in. Doesn't matter. That was an interesting chase. Glacius is here. He has his Death Pulse, but he shouldn't be able to really do much damage here. And Fun taking more damage from the creeps. Death Pulse is available if he wants to use it. He's going to go in the long way. Fun's going to buy everything, realizing he's dead as well. And it was worth it. And Glacius will get the kill. And that promotes him to level 4. YOLO. Felony with the Illusion Rune right now. Mojo taking some damage. Mojo's got to be careful. He only has Tangos to regen with. Felony in the meantime has bottle charges. Bottom lane Universe is left now. He's actually leading the way in terms of CS. He's got 27. Rorgak has no mana, so he'll back off. Universe at level 7, sitting at an early Ring of Health. Could potentially go for a Battle Fury. And this is what we saw in the previous game, except Universe was mid. So, something to keep your mind on. Mid lane right now. Big gank. Waveform going on Jubei. Jubei will go down. The Shrapnel going. Death Pulse as well. No. Felony's fine. Does have, of course, level 1 and Replicate, so he does have that in case he's in some trouble. Top lane. Hannah getting okay farm right now. CS is sitting at 24, so they're leading the way in terms of farm. Kills and deaths, not so much, which is a problem. 1,000 experience going. What would Eosin do's way? It's an interesting way to say that name. Gold's even. Meanwhile, trade bottom, I believe. I'm not sure where Universe died. Yeah, it was bottom. Universe got the kill first, then Rorgak picked up the kill there. I believe Fun might have gotten the assist. Hannah Montana will back off. Torrent, Tidebringer. So no X just for him yet. He can get the Ghost Ship at the next level, which is pretty close to level 6. And Mojo gonna be able to deny from long range right now. He's got his bottle. He's been bottle crowing, sitting on a Wraith Band and regular boots. We'll probably have treads soon. Checking items. Phase is done, of course, on Hannah. Talked about Universe and what he had. Mojo, we already talked about him. I mean, we're looking at him right now. Treads is done for Nahydra and Fun, and Urn for Fun as well. You already saw that Urn usage top lane. Nahydra looking to go, perhaps. He does have that Chronosphere. If he had a potential ganking buddy, he might be able to get a kill. But now 2 mid. Broccoli has rotated through. He's level 5. He's got 3 in Astral Imprisonment, 2 into Essence Aura. They're going to try to go on Mojo. Nice long-range Astral Imprisonment. There's going to be a waveform right after this. Shrapnel's going to fly. Is there any TP's going to come in from the side of the Radiant? It doesn't look like it. Glacius is walking. Waveform misses right now. Felony in some trouble. Here comes Glacius. He does not have his Reaper's Scythe. Assassinate. Nice Astral Imprisonment somewhere. Yeah, he lives. Nahydra coming through again. Felony is so low. Felony is so low, but he'll survive barely. Now Glacius overextended. Chronosphere, charge coming in, and that is going to be on the opposite side of the charge, or on the Chronosphere, and Glacius is going to go down. Hydra very close to going down. He is going to survive. Now a gank onto Mojo. Mojo very low in health. Fun wants to continue on going. He's going to get a double kill, and Fun is going to get 2 kills immediately. Astral Imprisonment now in some trouble, of course, is going to be Jubei, but Jubei now, no mana, he's fine. Blink coming in from Universe. Universe has his mana void potentially, yes, but not enough mana lost here from Fun just yet. Universe going to continue on going. Mana Void, not enough to get the kill, but will he get it? Yes. No denial from the Dark Troll Warlord or his creeps. And they'll pick up the kill on Fun, and that's a big kill for Universe. So, yeah, they're getting these trades, but then in the end, Anti-Mage comes through and takes and pretty much just cleans up. Like what was happening in the previous game. I mean, Universe is getting plenty of CS, he's getting some room, he's getting experience, he's getting kills as well. He's got 2 kills, surprisingly, which shouldn't necessarily happen, but then again, this is not the easiest lane for Rorgak. TP coming in this time from the Faceless Void, however, he has no Chronosphere, it's on cooldown. Mid, Waveform, Felony still alive, Assassinate, shouldn't be enough, I don't think they get the kill. Death Pulse, still not enough there, and Felony, very low in health, he'll use his bottle. Strength morphing. Charge now coming out of Mojo again. Mojo in some trouble. Nether Strike should be available. 1 second, in fact, and Mojo is going to go down. Doesn't even need to use it. Felony getting the kill there. And everybody is mid right now on the side of Eosin +4. They're going to just try to push this through. All 5 heroes on the mid tower, leaving Universe to farm. He bought his treads up, so he's got that going for him. Not going to go for a Battle Fury or anything like that. Might just go for, of course... Oh, big Torrent coming in from Hannah. Is there a Ghost Ship, though? There is, but he didn't decide to use it. Had he used that Ghost Ship there, they potentially could have killed some heroes. But a nice Torrent coming on 3 heroes. Very nice coming out from Hannah Montana. Emerge Glacius still not with Reaper Sight. There goes the Ghost Ship. Torrent hitting. Felony will go down to the Ghost Ship. Kunkka picking up that kill. Nice snipe from Hannah. The Hydra, he's got his Chronosphere right now. Little back off. Astral Imprisonment on Emerge Glacius, and they defend it. On top of that, Universe is going to town on that bottom tower right now. Charge going in, so Universe has to be careful. They want to take this tower, however. Universe gonna get charged. Chilling Touch, not enough. Oh, the tower gets denied from the side of Rorgak. Nether Strike, Universe needs to blink out immediately. The bashes, however, the Cold Feet, not enough. Now, Jubei all alone. He's in some trouble trying to get a kill, and Fun will get a double kill. Another double kill for Fun. That is exactly not what you wanted to have happen if you're on FnaticNA, especially with Universe going down and the tower denial on top of that. FnaticNA with maybe their worst engagement of the day. Felony in some trouble. He's going to get hit up. Torrent was already used, perhaps. Nope, there goes the Torrent. He's going to miss completely. Replicate is up on Felony right now. They have to back off. TPs are coming. As you can see, Charge on Mojo as well. And Fun is pretty much all over the place. He's looking for another kill. He might find it. Will he continue charging is the question. Now he'll stop mid-charge. Emerge Glacius still not 6 yet. Replicate. Going to try to kill it as quickly as possible. Top lane, Jubei went top. He's level 5, almost 6. And when he's 6, he'll have that Ice Blast, which is going to be nice for team fights, and I can imagine an Ice Blast Ghost Ship combo hitting being particularly dangerous, but the Chronosphere, of course, is going to make it difficult for them to fight, as well as Fun. He's very farmed right now, level 9. Assassinate, Fun might go down. Yes, he will. Mojo's going to pick up that kill. They're going to take the tower mid, however. Emerge Glacius still chasing right now. Tidebringer, Death Pulse as well. Chronosphere onto 2. Ghost Ship, Hydra, will it hit him? No, it barely misses, but he'll time walk out right now. Charge on Emerge Glacius. Drum charge is going. Hannah Montana's getting hit up. There's Waveformers. Glacius in some trouble. He's going to go down. Felony with a strength gain as well. Meanwhile, Rorgak chasing after Mojo. There's no tower here anymore. Universe is still bottom. Mojo getting slowed with Stifling right now. Hannah doesn't have enough mana for a Torrent right now, as you can see. And they maybe just back him off there. Nether Strike's going to get that kill. Double kill again for Fun. Hannah's in some trouble. The Urn Charge, the Stifling Dagger, they're going to continue to dive. They're going to get the kill as well. No more TP rotations. Oh, and everybody is so low on the side of Eosin, but it doesn't matter. And Universe continuing to farm away. Going to pick up his Perseverance, so he will go for that Battle Fury, it looks like. And now he's going to say, maybe I'll go this way, look for a potential kill. Felony's very low. I don't think Felony can survive an onslaught from Universe. And he's actually saying going after Rorgak here. Ice Blast's going to fly out. I don't think it's going to hit. Oh, Rorgak's going to run right into it. Yes, what a snipe. What a snipe from Jubei. Oh, unbelievable. And now Universe looking onto Felony right now. Oh, but DD on Felony. The Mana Boy, not enough. Strength gain, still going. Charge now from Universe. He's got to blink away. Charge still going from Fun. Salve. Universe definitely in some trouble here. Nether Strike not available. Universe needs to blink out immediately. Will do so. Can they chase him? TP rotation coming through. And he should be able to survive this Urn Charge as well. Still. Very close, but what a snipe from Jubei. God. Excellent snipe. Rorgak did not see it come through. He walked right into it. Just walked right into it. Now he's top, however. Phase Boots and, of course, the Basilius are done. Hannah, Drum Charge. Not a whole lot else. Phase Drum, pretty standard for a lot of carries these days. Outworld Devourer sitting at level 7 himself. He's not that low in terms of experience. There's one lower, of course, Emerge Glacius at level 6. OJ. gold graph, and experience graph, I should say, 2,000 right now, going for what would Eosin do. The gold graph also 2,000, so not quite the lead we saw earlier from Artyk, but still, Universe needs to get some more room right now, and he's going to pick up a battlefield pretty soon. He does have the perseverance if he wants to go down that route. Everybody top, once again, playing as 5 is, of course, what would Eosin do. Fun. Sitting on a point booster, going to be going for Aghanim Scepter, I'd imagine.
Invisibility.
And the tier 1 tower.
Radiant's top tower is under
There's no
attack.
fortification available, so I don't know. They're potentially going to defend the tier 2. Torrent's going to fly. It's only going to hit on Felony there, and Hannah's going to get back, and Mojo needs to be very careful. He's going to assassinate. Stifling Dagger. Now they're going to charge on Mojo as he appears himself. Mojo, not the best assassinate for him. I don't think he probably won't survive this time while going. They want to chase after Hannah. Merz Glacius with, of course, the Invis room right now. There's no true sight, I don't believe, on any of these heroes, so they're pinging on Felony. Nice Torrent. Ghost Ship. It's going to hit up. Nice job hitting onto 2. Chronosphere available. You might use it. Just thinking about it. No, the Reaper's set. Got to keep him in place. Double kill for Hannah Montana. Got to TP out. No, Universe comes in, cleans up. Double kill for Hannah Montana. Fun in some trouble right now. They're going to continue to chase. They have no more lockdown, however. Torrent, no mana for it right now. I don't know if they're going to be able to really stop this Fun. I think he might just charge somewhere. Yeah, he will. Going to charge bottom. Jubei is here alone, but he's fine. An excellent cleanup crew coming out from the side, of course, of Universe and Hannah Montana. Hannah Montana with a double kill. The Ghost Ship doing so much damage. Like I said, an underrated ability early on. 1,000 experience now going for what would Eosin do? And it's climbing back up to even. Gold as well, 1,500. But this is a fight that I don't know if they should take here. Felony now is a Blade of Alacrity. Going to have a Yasha potentially soon. Felony, well, of course, here's Fun. This is not necessarily the best idea for them. This is not in deny range. Snipe going to be coming out from the Ice Blast. It's going to hit on Felony, but not going to do a whole lot. And that actually takes off the Replicate? No, it doesn't. Meanwhile, another strike onto Universe. Universe needs to blink out. He can't. He doesn't have any mana right there. And the Replicate's doing a nice job of mana breaking. So Fun will take, of course, Universe's kill. He's sitting at a broadsword almost to the Claymore. I think he bought that before his death. And Mojo sitting on not a whole lot in terms of items. Checking out items specifically. Merz Glacius is going to be going for mech, but it's going to be a little bit late. I don't think anybody's going for mech just yet on the side of the Dire here. Drum is going to be the choice potentially for Faceless Void, it looks like. Urn is done. We already talked about that. Point Booster, Blade of Alacrity for Felony, things of that nature. Bottom lane, Rorgak might get ganked here. Chilling Touch is going to go. Cold Feet. Rorgak can just Phantom Strike and avoid that. So there's not a whole lot they can do here. Oh, but Reaper's Scythe can do a lot of damage. And the Snipe coming out from the Ice Blast. Nice usage of their abilities to combo up there. They'll pick up that kill on Rorgak, but that's 2 ults down now. Assassinate's going, doing a lot of damage to Broccoli. But they're going to continue on looking for a kill here in the mid lane. Hannah Montana is right behind this tier 2 tower, but they can dive this potentially as the creep wave is at the tower. They're going to actually have some TPs coming in, I think. No. Top lane, Universe is here, continuing to get farm. 1,000 gold away from that Battle Fury, and that's by all means a pretty quick Battle Fury for this kind of game. I mean, he's not getting like babysat at all. He was in a solo safe lane against a tri-lane for the majority of the early stages of the game, and he got a few kills, he died a few times, but I mean, I would take potentially a 19 to 20 minute Battle Fury in this kind of game. That's fine by me, in my opinion. Felony, turning around, trying to hit Hannah Montana. Torrent's available. He also has, of course, that Ghost Ship. Level 11, Snipe perhaps coming out. Ice Blast going way up, not going to hit. That's hard spot. It was like pretty much this was the... He had to walk right there, I think, for him to get hit by that. But it doesn't matter because, of course, that's such a low cooldown ultimate. I mean, 45 seconds, you can spam that. Speaking of ultimates, Chronosphere is available. Nether Strike should be available. I mean, Coup de Grace is not really something that's available, it just kind of happens. Sanity's Eclipse is available. No points on Arcane Orb just yet, not a big surprise. Universe picking up that tower kill, and that's his Claymore right there. So yeah, this is actually an 18-minute Battle Fury right there. 18-minute Battle Fury. By the way, he went for Treads and Poor Man's Shield first. So, I mean, Universe, not a big surprise. He's sitting at 110 CPS right now. Looking at levels real quick, Kunk is at 11. He's at 12. Fun's at 12 as well. Pretty even. Very, very even game right now. Definitely a good one so far. Oh, double damage run on Sniper. That is potentially scary. Phase Drum, 2,000 gold as well for Kunkka. He can go for crit or for the first part of his Shadow Blade. So a lot of time left for that decision to be made. I mean, they're the problem here is, what would Eosin do? Gave them supports. You know, they gave them heroes that are going to be able to support, which is giving room. But at the same time, you know, I think what would Eosin do probably has maybe a little bit of a scarier late game just because of Chronosphere. You know, if Morphling can get farm. Speaking of farm, fun, getting another kill on Anti-Mage this time around. Hannah Montana trying to get out. He has Drum. He isn't going to pop it, however. They're not going to dive him. Merz Glacius is here for some assistance. He has his buckler done now. 700 gold away from that mech, which is going to be really nice to have because I don't think anybody's building that on the Dire side. Not yet, anyway. Rorgak going for Mask of Madness or Helm of the Dominator. Not sure which first. And Fun's Aghanims is very close to done. He just needs the Blade of Alacrity. And the drum is done on the Faceless Void right now. And the Hydra from the backside wants to dive on this. Merz Glacius and Hannah definitely not in the best position. The Hydra going to get spotted out here. Hannah needs to be careful. Torrent, Ghost Ship. Torrent misses. Ghost Ship's going to miss as well. Yep. Chrono looking for it, and the Hydra's looking for the Chrono right now. And this is a very aggressive play from the Faceless Void right now. There's no Torrent to follow up. They need to back off. Universe just spawning. And Tier 2 still available. Fortification is available. Assassinate gets canceled. Fortification flies, and now the Dire side back off, realizing they don't want to fight this. And, I mean, the Faceless Void was looking for some sort of initiation. Just, I think once they all split up, he's like, alright, maybe I don't want to do this. Universe with this Battle Fury done now. I mean, yes, you have the Battle Fury, but now you need to make good use of it. You need to be able to get farm, and right now, it's going to be tough. I mean, they're just going to go wherever he is and just try to kill him. You could potentially take this nice Ancient stack, but he's not going to. He's just going to head top instead. Tread switching. Ping's coming in. Counter warning from Merz Glacius, realizing that they were in this position not too long ago. They probably placed a ward there. And, of course, he's right, so he'll pick that up. And Sentry Ward's coming back onto him, so he's going to prioritize getting those Sentry Wards over getting that mech first, which is a smart play. Make sure you always have that vision, that counter vision. Universe then also a bad position. Universe is going to go down once again, this time again to Fun. And, not the best play there. Once again, I think he just got a little too ambitious with his farm. Then the OD came in with, of course, Fun, and he's able to use that Nether Strike and the RNG from the Greater Bash. Just too much to handle. Felony not where he needs to be. Coming down. Reaper Set gonna fly. Not doing enough damage right now, but Cold Feet is gonna go. Ice Blast gonna fly, and the Torrent hitting barely on the Hydra, and the Hydra in some trouble. Cannot time walk. He's gonna go down. Meanwhile, Felony, he's gonna Agigain, and well, he's fine, it looks like, for the time being. They're gonna chase him potentially. Merz Glacius looking for it. Not gonna find anything. But not the best gank. They lose their Faceless Void. Not a big deal, however. Fun's still continuing to farm, and this is pretty much their carry at this point. I mean, they're kind of relying on Fun here. Looking at the net worth chart, he's leading the way just by 100 gold over the Anti-Mage. Kunkka getting some farm as well as, of course, the Morphling. So it's pretty even. I've said that before. 2,000 experience difference now going for Eosin. 1,500 gold. In the jungle, Rorgak is here, and he's got nobody to Phantom Strike to. And this is a scary place to be in right now. He's going to get caught out here. Merz Glacius is going to sing. They're going to ping on him, but they're not going to be able to chase him. He's already gone. Universe now just farming the jungle at this point. So it's going to be Yasha's time soon, I'd have to imagine, for Universe. I think that's probably what he's going to go for. It's a standard AIM build. They're all grouping around Roshan right now for Eosin. They want to try to take this. There's a Radiant Ward here, but I don't know if that's going to be enough to really show that Rosh is being done. I don't know if they saw them. And Roshan's going to go down before any of them can get there anyways. So this is going to be a free Rosh, and Fun should probably get the Sages. He does have his Aghanim Scepter done. And he's the one who's initiating. He's the one who's providing a lot of the damage as well as tanking up a lot of the damage. So he will, in fact, pick it up again. Level 14 for him. He's tied with, of course, Universe right now, and it's a similar game to what we saw previously, albeit Eosin doesn't have quite the advantage that Artyk had in the previous game, so it might be a little bit easier to defend this. But then again, with the right assortment of ults, ability usages, I mean, they could barrel through Tier 3. They still have to kill the Tier 2 first, however, so they're not going to really try to contest Universe from farming, and they're not going to try to deny this Tier 2 from going down. They'll throw out an Assassinates and a few abilities, perhaps even an Ice Blast to maybe just stop them from pushing, because you can't really push in with an Ice Blast on you. Not that they have mech or anything, but speaking of mech, Merz Glacius, I mean, he's 400 away, And he still needs more. And they know, Universe knows this is coming again. Oh, is that charge going to get there in time? No, definitely not. 2,500 gold. He does pick up that Yasha, so Manta Style should be done pretty soon. Manta's not going to be, I think, enough. I think he probably is going to need a heart after that or a butterfly or something. At least one more item. Because Fun already has his Aghanim Scepter. He's got that Aghanim's, or excuse me, Aegis. And he'll get something else pretty soon, too. I mean, he's 1,500 gold, so. Hannah is going to go for that Shadow Blade. Now he needs some more damaging items himself. Potentially grab a Chrysalis, something along those lines. Bottom lane, Felony's here in Viz. Universe is in the trees. I think Felony knows now. I mean, they're standing right on top of one another. Merz Glacius pinging on Felony here. Charge going on to Universe right now. Universe is going to blink out. If they try to fight this, yeah, they're going to cancel that charge. Fun realizes, okay, they're like 3 or 4 people there. Let's not do that. So smart idea to stick together. Universe now going to farm in, as this is pretty close to his team. He's not going to die. He shouldn't die. Down bottom, Rorgak now farming. He's going for Vlad's. Looks like he's going to buy up a Mithril Hammer and probably go for BKB. Universe going to take his stack. Give him a lot of experience. He's sitting at level 16, 2 levels ahead, of course, of Fun right now. So it's similar to the previous game in his Shadow Fiend, but still, there's a lot of time left here. I mean, 25 minutes into the game, and they need to do something with this Aegis right now. They've got it for another 3.5 minutes-ish, and they've got to be aggressive with it. They already took down one tier 2. They're going to look for another one bottom, I think, but they have to get Broccoli down here on the OD. He's going to have a mech recipe done, so that's the first mech of the game. So, I said no one was building this mech. I was incorrect. Broccoli was actually building it. Speaking of mech, what about Merz Glacius? He's still a few hundred away, and he's not been getting a whole lot of farm. I mean, he's getting there just by essentially living, is what's happening. And Universe is going to look in the jungle again. Camps are going to respawn. Mud Golems first. Bottom lane, Rorgak's getting plenty of farm. He's kind of away from his team. They could gank him potentially. There's no wards here for the Dire here, so they're going to just jump right on top of him. There's going to be the X-Marts going from Rorgak right now. Nice torrent. Will it be enough is the question. He's going to try to Phantom Strike away. Not going to be enough. Universe is going to keep going, and he'll pick up the kill as well. So Rorgak getting caught out of position just a little bit just because they had no wards here. If they had a Dire ward here or even on the river, like somewhere around here, he probably backs up, but that didn't exist, so it allowed for everybody to go up there and get a kill. And they weren't really doing anything in the meantime. I mean, I think Fun was farming the Ancients with his team, which will give him 1,800 gold, but
Radiant's top tower is under attack.
yeah. Mojo now finishes his Mask of Madness, so that's what he's going for. We already talked about the Shadow Blade on Hannah, Yasha done on Universe, FaZe, 2 Wraith Bands on Sniper and Hydra, going for Drum. He doesn't have anything else really, so I mean, that's the byproduct of a Faceless Void who's having a pretty tough lane. And Morphling actually has a Manta Style, so Morphling's in a pretty good position right now. Sitting at level 13. He's got 97 CS. He's sitting at level 13. So 17, 14, and then 14, 15, 13. Oh, now there's going to be a big engagement mid. Charge out to Hannah Montana, but Hannah, of course. Now there's going to be the ult going on to Jubei. Jubei's going to fly down immediately. Double damage is popped. X marks, Torrent. And it's just going to barely miss the chain. And Universe is going to back off. Stifling Dagger. It's going to hit and slow. But they do get the kill on Jubei. Aghanim's. He, I mean, that Nether Strike's available again, and the Age is still available for about another minute, and they're going to just try to push into the tier 3 in the high ground right now. This will be tough, and Jubei's going to disconnect from the game again, and Izernet not having a good day, it looks like. He's got 14 seconds to respawn. When he does respawn, he can throw out that Ice Blast, and he needs to make sure that they take at least some damage here. The problem really is, can Universe fight right now? I mean, he's got his Manta Style, he's got his Battle Fury, but, I mean, there's also a Manta Style up on the Morphling. There's a Chronosphere available with a Mask of Madness, by the way. This is a tough fight, I think, if you're on the side of FnaticNA. But they are under the tower. There's no pipe or anything like that. The Vlad's is available for Rorgak, which is also another problem here. It's going to provide more armor against that right-click damage, which is nice. And the mech. What it comes down to is if they can get the Ice Blast off before the mech pops. And that's going to be a problem right there. Just try to disable any sort of healing coming in from the side of the Dire. So what would Eosin do? They're looking for this tier 3 tower. If they get this tier 3 tower, they'll be in good position, and potentially Raxus as well. Experience still about even. Gold 2,000 difference. So not a whole lot of gold difference, but I mean, we'll see. This is the maybe turning point of the game. Game is reaching critical mass. 1,300 gold on the Kunkka. Who has buyback is the question. That's actually really what's the important thing. Universe does not have buyback. Fun and Hannah Montana both do. Rorgak and the Morphling do not. The Sniper does. Fortification's still available. Torrent gonna fly, missing barely. Stifling Dagger. Where's Glacey's gonna take that up? Fortification, are they gonna pop it is the question. And Universe is gonna jump right in right now. Chronosphere misses everybody, but Universe walks right back into it. Ice Blast going on Fun. Fun is gonna go down. Age is still on him. It's gonna get popped. And Reaper's Sight's gonna go. I think that was on a Manta-style illusion. The Hydra in some trouble. Fun gonna try to go right now. Nether Strike onto another illusion. It looks like Mana Void onto the OD. He'll go down. Universe continuing to chase. This is a good fight for the side of FnaticNA. Charge going. Assassinate, not enough damage, but the cleave coming from Hannah Montana will be, and Hydra has no time walk. Universe just needs to blink in front and get the kill. Looking for him. Can he get it? I mean, it's right there. Universe will pick it up. That's a double kill. 4 for nothing for the side of FnaticNA. They're going to push right down mid. Look for the tier 2 tower. Coming to defend this is Rorgak, who picks up an Invis rune, but he can't kill anybody. Nobody is really low. I mean, he can maybe get a few good crits on the side of Jubei, but Universe is right next to him. They're going to try to take this down. And if Merz Glacius comes, I mean, he's got that... Well, actually, didn't have any sentries on him, but he does finish up that mech. They take the tier 2 tower. They want to go for 3 right now, and Aegis is gone. There's no Roche to be able to be taken right now, at least not for a couple of minutes anyways. Mantis Style is going to go. Universe wants this tier 3 tower. Fortification is going to fly. The 2 heroes that really provided a lot of damage are not going to be here for another 10 seconds at least. Morphling can come in. Wait for him. Replicate's going to go. They want this tower, they're going to get it, and Universe will take it. They'll back off. Take the tier 3 tower and back. That's what they wanted. TP now coming out from MSS. Adaptive Strike. Oh, Mojo's in some trouble right now. He does have buyback, and he'll be fine, but he will go down to this charge. There's no way he can get out of this. He has no TP anymore, and Jubei's going to go down as well. So Mojo will fly down, and it ends up being a 4 for 2. And tier 3 is still alive for the Radiant side. Tier 3 not alive for the Dire side. So what a turnaround. I mean, that was a nice fight for the side of FnaticNA. They lost nobody up until hitting those Raxes. And they just stayed a little too long. It's a good fortification. Universe continuing to farm. He'll have enough for buyback right now. And we'll see if he wants to buy anything or just save for buyback here. Looking to push. Yeah, I think he'll save for buyback at this point as they're going to push straight down mid again. Still 25 seconds left for the Sniper, but he has buyback. Jubei does not, I'd imagine. Jubei actually purchased up a Vlad's of his own. And the tier 3 tower is going to get taken. There's no fortification, so the Raxes will be available and open right now. Universe is way far away from the fight. So the Raxes are taking a lot of damage right now. Buyback is available, I believe, for the Sniper. Ice Blast, Torrent going to fly as well. Ghost Ship going to hit. Felony in some trouble. Reaper Sight, Astral Imprisonment. Nice Astral Imprisonment. Chronosphere going as well. Universe on the backside. Needs to go for some kills there. Oh, that mech didn't really do a whole lot. The Ice Blast that hit. Universe in some trouble. Universe might go down, but he does have that buyback. He'll blink away just in time. Mech going to save his life as well. Rorgak dusted. Assassinate. Will this get the kill? Yes, it will. Sniper picks up the kill there for FnaticNA. And Universe now going to keep going. Charge, Nether Strike. Universe in some trouble. Sniper. Shrapnel's going to go. Torrent missing. Hannah going to keep going. He does not have X. Doesn't have enough mana for it. They're going to want to try to right-click down, and Universe will pick that kill up on Fun. Fun's down for another minute now. He's now going to go, of course, for the Ancients over here. Rather low health, but he doesn't really care. So another stout defense coming out from FnaticNA. And now, I mean, looking at these graphs, it's 5,000 experience going for FnaticNA, 3,000 in gold. Not the best lead, but this is the real story right here. This Reaver, which is going to turn into a heart in about 2,000-ish gold. I'll say about 1,500, round down. Level 19 for Universe also. I mean, he's 3 levels higher than Fun. And the reason Fun was so successful in that game against Infinity is that the other team sort of got crushed, and they didn't have an anti-mage. They had no real carry. Like an anti-mage that could just essentially get one item and just farm to craziness. And they also shut down Infinity's team pretty handily when it came to farmers. Double damage here, by the way. So Fun was able to pretty much carry the team and get out of bad positions, essentially in that previous game against Infinity 2 days ago. But now they're in a position where they're now fighting an uphill battle, yeah. Because Universe has his Reaver. I mean, he's got his Manta, he's got plenty of farm. Hannah, you do not want to go up there. You do not want to go up there. Hannah's going to Shadow Blade back. Do they have any vision? They've got to have vision. Someone has to have vision here. Yeah, they have a dust on the Phantom Assassin right now. Shadow Blade's still going. They'll get revealed if they get too close to Hannah right now. He's got his Shadow Blade again in 5. They're going to continue to chase, and now they'll pull back. And so that Smoke Gank not accomplishing anything, but it does back Hannah from taking his tower up in the top lane. Net worth right now, 15,000 for Universe. The next closest is 10,000 on Felony. They're going to save buyback probably for a decently long time. Universe has got it in about 100 gold. There's a lot of people with buyback, by the way. And Roche, this is where the next fight starts. And they're going to smoke into it, it looks like. They want to take this. Fnatic wants to take this Roche right now. And this is going to be a big fight here if they contest it. Broccoli and Fun, they're sitting right around this Roche pit with Nahydra. He's got that Chronosphere. Smoke still available, and Universe is baiting this out pretty effectively right now. Stifling Dagger, Replicate gonna go. Universe doesn't want his mana burn too much. They're gonna just turn around, right click it essentially. But Universe now losing a bit of mana. It doesn't matter. He's got some nice regen. As you can see, Universe wants to fight. Just thinking about it. Ice Vortex gonna fly on the ground, and they're gonna back off. Now Universe blinks into Roche, and he wants to go. And then they're gonna roam right back around here and go from the high ground. Pink's coming from Pink. Says, "Let's do this." They don't have any vision on the high ground over here. They do have this Radiant Ward. Torrent flying. Roshan dragged out of the pit. They've got to know they're coming from this position. Broccoli coming through. There's a Sentry Ward right here. He must have walked right through that Sentry Ward. They have to have vision of this. There is, of course, this Observer Ward. How far does that reach? Yeah, I mean, they would have saw him walk right into that. Looking like they want to fight right now. Universe will blink out. It's a waiting game. It is a waiting game. And Universe just continues to farm the jungle while they're waiting. He says, whatever, I've got plenty of time. That's a hard done, by the way, for Universe. So he doesn't have buyback, but he does have Heart of Trask. And that's done. That is 2,500 health on him. Ice Blast going. The Hydra time walks into the Chrono, or the Roche pit. I almost called it the Chrono pit. They're going to walk through the Sentry Wards and the Observer Wards, by the way. Universe taking some mana loss here from this Replicate. This Replicate going to fall, perhaps. That's a tanky Replicate right there. Assassinate. It's being used just for the Replicate. Not going to get the kill, unfortunately, on the Replicate. Smarts was used. Looks like the fight's going to break out. Astral Imprisonment on one. Chronosphere on Jubei and Mojo. Rorgak's going to go down right now. Sanity's Eclipse. Nice Ghost Ship going in. The Hydra taking some damage. Fun going on. This time Mojo storms out. Mojo storms out very low, but he's going to get mech'd up. Now Hydra trying to chase. He still has, of course, that Mask of Madness, but it's not going to help him. Astral Imprisonment right now. There's going to be the Assassinate. This time on Broccoli. Broccoli will fall as well. Whereas Glacius getting that kill. In the meantime, Universe really wasn't a part of any of those fights. He did get the kill on Rorgak in the backside, but now they're going to push in. They're going to look for the Raxus here. Fortification is available. Buyback's available. Who? Does anybody have it? They should. No, not for all of them, actually. None of them have buyback right now. So this Rax is going to go down for sure. Waveform splits between the two heroes. Felony's going to take some damage to Universe. Real quick, X-Marks is going to go. What about the Torrent? Nope, no Torrent to follow it up. Nether Strike's going to fly, going to hit Mirror's Glacius right now. There is, of course, that Blade Meld going on Fun, as you can see, and they don't want to try to tank that. Felony trying to back off. Replicate not available, but they do take the Raxes and they're going to back. Now FnaticNA has a sizable advantage. They have a big lead after that. They're going to immediately smoke up. Universe is just going to go back to the jungle and farm. He's got enough for buyback at this point. 10,000 experience, 5,000 in gold, and this is where it starts to get hectic and tricky for what would Eosin do. At this point, it is tough. Against the Universe, who's got 19,000 in net worth, you need to like smoke gank him not only once, but he'll probably buy back, and then you just have to try to push in. But it looks like they're going to try to sneak a Roshan here right now. And, I mean, Jubei is, and Viz, right next to everybody. So Jubei is going to scout this out immediately. There are no Sentry Wards down on the Dire side, so Jubei knows this is happening. Universe is going to come in as well. He doesn't really care about the creeps yet. Now he does. And this is not a quick roast by any means. This is not a quick roast. Needs to be a little bit quicker. Universe is going to come right in. Torrent's going to fly. Felony's going to take, of course, the Manta Style straight to the face. There's the Mana Void going. Fun. Of course, he's going to use that Nether Strike. Universe still alive. That Blade Mail is still available. Universe is man moding all three of them. Ice Blast into the pit. The Chronosphere onto Universe. But a Hydra might fall down. Yes, it will. Death Pulse going. There's going to be the Ghost Ship not hitting on Felony. Felony taking some more damage as he bought back. He's going to go down. Double kill for Mirror's Glacius. And now getting out. And that's going to be it. GG is called. FnaticNA will take it in a very close game, and Eosin, well played, but not enough, unfortunately. Universe, once again, carrying strongly. The previous game wasn't able to get it done with the Shadow Fiend, but Anti-Mage, he takes it. He'll pick up the Aegis as well. And so what does that mean? Well, I'm not exactly sure. Ham Sandwich has to tell me the rule about tiebreakers, so we'll wait for that, essentially, that update. But it looks like FnaticNA is tied with To Infinity and Beyond. I don't believe they've played each other, so there should be some sort of tiebreaker at some point to see who gets into the playoffs right now. Of course, the other American team to go to the playoffs is Typical Mistakes. The top two from each group go. And the EU scene, the EU group, I should say, for, of course, AtoD is not done yet, so they still have another game to be played out, I believe. That being said, I want to thank everybody for joining us tonight. It was an excellent, excellent game here. Excellent 2 games, I should say. Really fun stuff. Thank you for joining us. I'd really like to thank Ham Sandwich. Follow him at Ham Sandwich. He's the one that's been putting this together. Really great stuff for AtoD number 3. This is technically the end to the American group stages, but of course we do have probably a tiebreaker between FnaticNA, of course, and Infinity +4. If you enjoy the cast, check out twitter.com/NeoDota2, twitch.tv/NeoDota, and youtube.com/NeoDota2. For those of you that are watching in-game, thank you for purchasing tickets. We really appreciate it. And my name is Maut, spelled like this. If you'd like to follow me, you can follow me at twitter.com/MautDota2 and twitch.tv/MautDota2. I do some occasional IXDL casts. I also do some matchmaking. And I've really appreciated casting for you guys. I'll stay in chat. Someone asked me to read the chat names. There's 2,000 of you. Let's get to it. I'll put some music on in the meantime.